So everybody has tools that they pull out on an everyday basis. For me, it's a pair of tongs. I make all my sauces with a wooden spoon. I do not use a whisk. Rubber spatulas. The one here, red handle, is meant for heat. You can use this to stir extremely hot foods. The metal won't melt, the plastic won't melt. This, on the other hand, is a cold temperature spatula. Great for baking, great for in the cold kitchen, not great for the hot kitchen. The other thing you're going to need a lot of is peelers. And I have a good little rule for you. However many kids you have in the family, have one more peeler. Got 4 kids, have 5 peelers. Why? Let them do the peeling. Why should you do the peeling? Here's a little trick though. You need 2, unfortunately, but you can sharpen a peeler. What you do is you look at the little tip and you're going to see that there's 2 guidelines on each of the peeler. You just take that guideline and rub it on the inside of your other peeler. And what that's going to do, that acts like a stone, and that puts a better edge on your peeler. Before I started this video, I couldn't peel anything with this particular peeler. Watch. It works great. Hot tip of the day right there for you. Okay, so I want to get back to the tongs for a minute. You need a good pair of tongs. No dollar store tongs. Recently I was on a summer vacation on a houseboat of a friend who I won't mention his name. But I was the only chef on board and there were 6 guys. So meal number 1, we pull it out of the fridge and it's 14-ounce T-bone steaks for all of us. So I go and I marinate them. I bring them to room temperature. I do everything I normally do with steak preparation. Light the barbecue, get it red hot, clean the grill off, ready to go. I say, hey, so I almost mentioned his name. Hey, can I get a pair of tongs? Oh, in the kitchen drawer there. So I go in the kitchen drawer and I pull out this pair of tongs that my normal tin foil is stronger than the pair of tongs. First thing I try to do is pick up one of those T-bones and the thing just snapped and broke right off. Best investment you can ever get. This is a medium size. This is a small size. And this is for red hot smoking barbecues where you need a long reach so you don't burn your arms. This is the most commonly used size. I've had this pair of tongs for 30 years, cost between 20 and 30 bucks. Best investment you can ever make. And remember, a mechanic doesn't buy his tools at Walmart. You can't buy your kitchen tools at the dollar store. You need to invest a little bit of money. Okay, next thing. Actually, this probably should have been the first thing. I've got a corkscrew here. For those of you that like to drink wine before you start cooking, number 1 tool right here. And if you're going to work in the pastry shop, you'll want some spatulas. This is called an offset spatula. This is called a straight spatula. I'm going to be doing demos very soon on icing a cake and how to best utilize these 2 different tools, but you're going to need at least one of them. I prefer the straight, but I do use the offset. A meat hammer, flat on one side, got sharp teeth on the other side. This side is meant for tenderizing tough meats. So if you want, you can buy yourself a tough cut of meat and you put it down on your cutting board and you beat the crap out of it with this side. And that's not a culinary term because I would never do that. That's going to break down all the connective tissue. I never use this side for anything. Flat side I use for everything. Number 1 thing, and you're going to see in an upcoming video, is how to get a chicken breast, which is thick on the one end of the breast and it tapers down thin. I'm going to show you how to make that whole chicken breast totally even in thickness and it'll cook 100% better and it's going to be juicy and tender all the way through. The other thing you might need if you're going to do a lot of baking is an oven thermometer. Most ovens are not true to the temperature you set them. So if you've got a recipe that's extremely sensitive to temperature, you may put this in the oven, set the required temperature, look at this, and adjust accordingly.